We ordered a Syedee standing hip abduction and adduction machine from Temu for 200 bucks. That same machine, 500 on Amazon, almost 600 direct from GMWD. But what showed up wasn't Syedee, it wasn't GMWD, it was something called Ormaise. Same design, same welds, same machine, maybe, but here's the kicker. These pulleys, they're the exact same ones used on a $2,000 plus machine we're currently reviewing, the Temple of Gainz Multi-Flight. More on that later in the video. Before you spend gym grade money on a mystery box machine, you're gonna wanna watch this. We buy gym gear so you don't have to guess what's gonna show up on your doorstep.
This said Syedee. It arrived as Ormaise and has the same pulleys as a $2,000 machine we're reviewing right now. We're one Temu order away from accidentally reviewing a dishwasher.
So, if you caught our $99 review of the hip abduction machine from Woot, you already know we've got a weird fascination with hip machines. I don't know what to say. That one was barely furniture, but hey, it kind of worked. This one, bigger, it's more stable, and it can do more than one exercise. So why don't you say we get through everything this one can do? All right, so let's break this down a little bit and give you some of the specifics. 75 inches long, 36 inches wide. It is 80 inches tall, so it's not exactly compact. All right, so I need to make a quick edit, which is what usually happens when a reviewer decides to just go by the measurements that are given to them on the website and in the paperwork and not actually do their job of investigating for you guys. I posted the dimensions without even thinking about it, and I said it's 80 inches tall. When I broke that down to feet, I'm like, Jesus, that's taller than I am. So I had to measure it. It's 56.5 inches tall, 42 inches wide, and only 60 inches deep. So it's something to remember when you're researching these off brands or even these, these Chinese brands that are being imported over. The numbers, the wording can always be a little bit different than what you can expect to get. But the numbers I just gave you are a little bit more realistic to what this actually is. It's not a huge item and it's not heavy, so you can move it around when you need to, which I have to do in my living room gym because I've got too much stuff in here. It's got 9 height adjustments, so you can find the correct positioning for your height, and whatever move you're doing, you're gonna have to change this around a little bit to get the correct position on your leg. It has 5 forward and 5 reverse, all done by a pop pin on what they're calling a sundial. It actually works pretty well. You can get constant tension on any of the moves that you need to do. It's got a 330-pound weight limit, which is a little unrealistic. You're not putting 330 pounds on this, nor would I even want to try to. And to be completely honest with you, on these type of movements, abductions, adductions, flexion, you're not moving 330 pounds. Most normal people can't do that. And I weigh 220 pounds right now. I'm bulking. Even on a flexion going like this, I would have a hard time being able to get in a position where I could even come close to trying to move that kind of weight without it just pushing me the opposite way. It does have a 1-to-1 cable ratio. So theoretically, the amount of weight you have on there is your feel weight. That's going to change a little bit just based on the pulleys, the cables, and the flexion that you do have in this machine being probably 14 gauge steel. I did take 3 measurements. Measurements are all over the place because the steel isn't smooth. So 3 measurements, 3 different sizes. They all fit within where that 14 gauge steel thickness would be. So that's what I'm going to call it. Now, some of my dislikes on it, I think these handles are a little bit too long. I understand why they are, but they just kind of get in the way. And if they're 6 inches shorter, I think they'd be a lot nicer. The plate is diamond plated, so it's got plenty of grip. I think for $200, this has been one heck of a machine. If I had paid $599 for it from GMWD, I'd probably be a little upset. Now, I'm not calling this the GMWD because it's not. It's Ormaise. It's not even Syedee, which is a division of GMWD, because I did email them and they did confirm Syedee is a division of GMWD. Ormaise seems to just be a Temu brand from the factory. I do have a response from the factory saying that it's from the same factory as GMWD, which I will post in this video so you can see that. Whether or not that's them just saying that to appease me, I don't know. They did take another $30 off the price of this. So I'm about $180 into this, which it feels great for $180. Now, if we get into what I was talking about earlier, these right here, and this is not a slam on my Temple of Gainz, which I have right there. It's more of a plus for this. The only reason I even realized this is because I had just barely built the Temple of Gainz Multi-Flight and put the pulleys on it. And when I was building this, I'm like, man, those pulleys look really, really familiar. So what we do, I took one of the pulleys off the Temple of Gainz and matched them up, and they have the same exact part number on them. They're the exact same pulley. So the reason I did that is because I had upgraded to the aluminum pulleys on the Temple of Gainz. The aluminum pulleys on the Temple of Gainz have the exact same part number for the bearing. They're the exact same thing. It's just aluminum versus plastic. So you can get into the whole argument, what's smoother, aluminum, plastic? Is it the bearing? I can tell you this plastic pulley on the Temple of Gainz, super smooth. It's beautiful. I had no issue. There's no reason for me to even upgrade other than I like the looks of the aluminum better on it than the black plastic. So when it comes down to the pulleys on this, they're the same exact pulleys that are on a $2,000 machine. So the pulleys aren't an issue here. It's fairly smooth. Where you do run into some of the issue is just the fit and finish isn't quite up to par. It's what you'd expect from a $200 machine. It doesn't detract from it, but it's not a commercial piece, and it's never, ever going to feel like a commercial piece. So as long as you take that into account, you're not going to be upset with this. I think I made you guys suffer through me doing the exercises because my wife just had shoulder surgery and she's still recovering, so I couldn't make her come out here and do these. I don't want you to think that the range of motion from the machine was horrible. It's actually more about the fact that I'm a 52-year-old man who doesn't believe in stretching. So that's why the range of motion looked as bad as it did on that segment right before this. I have had no issues with this. I actually kind of like it. We probably won't be keeping it just because I don't have the space for it, and we want to bring other stuff in here for reviews. The GMWD, if you look on the site, it does have chrome weight horns on it. There's a couple other things that they probably upgraded over this version, which is a lot of like what Temple of Gainz does in Yanni, is that he takes the original machine and he makes it better. He adds better stuff to it. So yeah, you could find a Temple of Gainz on Alibaba, but it's not the same thing. It doesn't have the improvements that Yanni has done. And I think that's probably what you'll find with the GMD version versus this Ormaise one. Are the improvements just kind of cosmetic? I don't know. If you want to reach out to GMWD and see if they'll send me one and I can do a comparison, I can let you guys know. But as of right now, they are sold out on their website, so they don't have any of these in stock right now.
So no, I didn't get to try this one this time. I'm on the injured list. I had shoulder surgery, and apparently duct taping myself to the machine is not medically recommended. But after watching him try it out and hearing about the pulleys for the 15th time, I wish I'd had a turn. So if you're into glutes, gadgets, and gym gear with surprise identities, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. We've got more gym reviews headed your way, and hopefully in the next one, I'll have 2 arms to do the review.